James Brown was singing Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud, on an oldie station. The right headlight winked out. The stars, John thought, must be laughing at the crazy dance of the classic car. He also wondered about the meaning of the song. Though he'd learned his profession from Herman, his father, his mother's superstition still
share the context of it. Is that a question that I can answer, Mr. Mosley?
Well, you have asked.
Yes.
I just want to talk about Paul. I love him. He's so wonderful. He's done all these things, that really, I wish I had done, and I'm glad I didn't. Both, but, I've been, like I said, I've been thinking about this book forever, and I wanted to create something that, people who do deconstructionist work, they do it for a lot of selfish reasons, but it's a thing of it's basically saying that understanding the world can be done from many different points of view, and every one of them is valid, but none of them agree with each other. Most things don't, merit deconstruction. Like somebody writes a novel, well, you shouldn't deconstruct the novel. You should just write your own novel. I mean, why, do that?
That was the end. Walter Mosley was amazing. Got my book signed, and the discussion was great. He was funny. I didn't realize how funny he was, and very raw. And he's at that age where he can say what the hell he wants, to write what the hell he wants. When you have over 50 books published, you pretty much, can control a lot of things. So I definitely enjoyed this, and great start to Brooklyn Festival. So looking forward to see the other authors today. So yeah, stay tuned. Hi, I am with the author, of course. How Love Jamaican. So I'm very excited.
I'm so glad to meet you in person.
So I'm asking her about if she's going to do a full novel, and of course.
I am.
So yes.
I don't know when it'll come out, but I am working on a novel right now.
So that's good. So I'm very much waiting for it because I thought a lot of the stories that she had in the book could easily continue on to a full-length novel, so I'm excited about that. And that's so sweet. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit more and that was a good experience. So it's one of those times I wish I had bought my bigger camera, but I didn't want to walk around with this. I have my phone, but I'm so glad I had the opportunity to speak to her. She is so sweet, so nice, and if you haven't read it, please go pick up that book. It is amazing. And yeah, another day, going for something else.
Ready to Untitled.
Hello, today I'm out with my mother, which is the day before the festival. So it's her birthday at the same day as the big event. So she's here trashing me because I never used to read and I'm a readaholic. So let her tell you how she really feels.
Yes. Are you ready for me?
Yes, I'm ready.
I'm really looking for the child. I don't know where she went. And this is not the child who I had to badger and coerce and torment to read. The child tried to tell how much reading can do for her. I don't know where that child is right now. But now this girl has turned up and is reading how many books per month, writing review, voluntarily writing reviews, starting a blog. know how many books for the month? This is certainly blowing me away because I don't know this child. This is a child who used to get a long book list for the summer to read and to write a report on one book and waited until the week before school reopens to read one book, which I didn't think she read anyways. She must have gone to the end of the book and read the foreword and whatever else she plagiarized to come up with an information to write a report to hand in. This is a child, I cannot believe it. She has totally, we talk about, what's the word now? Reformation? Is that what? Total reform? Yeah? Reformation? At its highest level. Yes? Because when you come from reading 0 book for the year to reading 10 books and more for the month, this is reformation at its height. Transformation. Transformation. My Lord. Yes. Transformation. And she let me know that with God all things are possible.
Oh, please, Ma.
Possible. She let me can encourage another mother. Never to give up.
Yeah, it's true. She was forced me to read, and of course I did not because I didn't like those books. You know what it is, Ma? I really didn't like those books. I wish, like now, I could walk and select my own book. Those books are boring to me. If I was to pick any of those up now, I wouldn't want to read it still.
I think you got a rude awakening when you went to college.
You think so?
And that language English class started hitting your butt. I believe when you went to college, and that college was serious. You weren't going to walk through the English class like you did at Bishop Loughlin High School. I think that's when you got a rude awakening, that whether it kills you or not, you had to read. You realize that in college.
Yeah, but to be honest, a lot of the books.
Whether you like them or not, you had to read.
Yeah, but a lot of the books, because I went to a Catholic school, the books were censored, and there was a lot of books that were boring to me. So, yeah, we're gonna continue this.
Filming Juice, I wasn't chauffeured to the set or pampered in some luxurious trailer. I was on a train like everyone else. And on one of the first days of shooting, Hollywood taught me an extremely brutal and sobering lesson. And that's that the show must go on. While I was trying to level up in my life, I saw someone else's end too soon. See, we filmed Juice up in the bowels of Harlem. One day on set, there was a dead body lying right in front of the building we were filming in. Burgundy bloodstains seeped through the white sheets that covered the corpse. Just another day in the hood, right? I instantly thought filming for the day was over, but man, was I wrong. After 20 or so minutes of murmuring from the producers and spectators, I stood in disbelief as the camera crew grabbed their gear and basically stepped over the body as if it were a prop.
So I am a little exhausted already. So I did Omar Epps panel. Walked around a few, but the ones that I really want to do are later on in the evening. So I'm just pretty much looking at the books. Of course, I'm on a budget, so I picked up the books that I really want. I was cool that one of the graphic novels I picked up, he's a cartoonist, and he actually drew, I watched him drew something and signed my book, so that was pretty cool. And Omar Epps actually knew my name because I took too long to take the picture. He's like, Peter, come on. And I was like, oh, somebody pronounced my name right without me looking, you know, because my names are always pronounced wrong. Okay, I don't get it, but he was pretty cool, so enjoyed that part. And yeah, so I'm just chilling until my moms get here. So we're gonna do the later ones and the ones that I'm really looking forward to for the day. And that's about it. Yeah, I'm all like sweaty and got stuff all over me already. Yeah, it's one of those days, but I'm having a good time. You know, I look tired. All right.
Out there, you know, like we're all gonna fall. We're all gonna be made to feel inadequate and incapable, but it's all in your mind, how you feel about yourself, how you perceive your own journey.
Blacks and former slaves who went back from America, and blacks and former slaves who went back to the Caribbean, was an opportunity to perhaps escape the stronghold of imperialism and slavery and start over in this new place that they could call theirs. But then of course, they didn't take into account the difficulties, the challenges, and some of the subtleties that exist in creating a new republic. I think when we think about place, specifically when my characters consider place, there's an expectation that removing yourself from one place to another will change the trajectory of your life and will change your life, but you don't take into account the fact that there are aspects and elements of every place that we've been that remain with us. And so I think for my characters, specifically in moving to Monrovia, they can take into account some of the emotional and psychological inheritances of slavery, of imperialism that would always remain with them, and how it would play a role in this new republic that they were creating.
Hi. So nice meeting you.
What's your name?
Peter. So yes.
Thank you so much for being. So Ma, who happened to share the same birthday as Nicole Dennis-Benn from Here Comes the Sun. So it's interesting that, you know, Mom is here.
Oh yeah, Mom is here.
She's having a good time because it's her birthday, so it's like, you know, she shared it with with one of my favorite authors right now, where, you know, and they were having a little discussion about, you know, life in Jamaica. Since they're both former, you know, well, Nicole's teaching now at Princeton and Mom is a former teacher, so, you know, so that bond where they can talk about teaching in Jamaica, you know. So I was like in the side just listening to them, like, can't relate. You know, but we are basically waiting right now. We have I do enough training as it is at work, so I'm good. Yeah, no, I don't want to teach. So anyway, so we're gonna chill and talk a little bit more and wait. Yeah, this camera's heavy, guys. I don't even have a vlog camera anymore because I broke it. No, Ma.
You love to read.
Anyway, guys, bye.
They love to read.
Are there any characters who don't face it? Have you ever explored that?
Well, yeah, that's part of the book. It's what makes it move. I mean, they resist. They always resist. And that's why I put them in a situation where they don't have a choice. And the story is how they end up facing a lot of these. I mean, just like real life. The thing that bothers us the most is the stuff that just keeps coming back. Keeps coming back until we finally say, okay, I surrender, but you don't really surrender. You just ultimately have to face it. And when you do, you realize, guess what? It wasn't that hard. but sometimes it is.
Right.
That's why I just make this stuff up.
Well, that brings
My cholesterol could be lower, and she claims I'm borderline diabetic, and that in order to get to a healthy weight, it would be in my best interest if I lost about 30, but preferably 40 pounds, which I thought was ridiculous. I'm big boned, I told her, and I'm black. We have big hips, and it's genetic. She didn't buy it. If you want to prevent future health problems, Mrs. Curry, it's also never too late to cut back on fat, carbohydrates, and sugar, and to perhaps consider exercising. I don't like anybody telling me what to do. So I told her I eat as light as I can and walk my dog every day, but she said that didn't really qualify as a good cardiovascular workout. I don't like her. And I've just been trying to get up the nerve to fire her, and can you fire a doctor?
Gold and purple straw purse hung in the crook of her elbow, weighed down with 4 bottles of homemade hair oils, a magazine, a letter from her Aunt Tima, a cell phone, and the rusted screwdriver she carried for protection. In all the years Abeo had been working in and around Harlem, she'd only had to brandish the weapon once, and that was when a drunkard threatened to toss his beer can at her because she had not returned his hello. When Abeo reached Lenox Avenue, she turned the corner and joined 2 other women waiting at the bus stop. Abeo nodded in greeting. One woman mumbled good morning. The other diverted her eyes to her hands, pretending to examine her perfectly polished fingernails. A bus approached, thick with passengers, and Abeo and the other women climbed aboard, inserted their Metro cards into the slot, and pushed their way to the center of the mass.
My first job was at a library when I was 14, and I saw James Baldwin staring at me, and I was like, "Black people write books." Seriously, I mean, he scared me because you know. And then I never really thought that one day I would be a writer. It happens for a lot of us, I think, by accident. There's something that you see that's wrong, some kind of an injustice. It can be emotional, psychologically, spiritual, or whatever. And it really pisses you off, and you want to fix it. And I found out that, you know, I could write these words down and question it, why people do what they do, myself included, and try to understand as opposed to trying to dissect. And that's how it started. And I started out writing poetry, or what I thought was poetry. It was not. And then they turned into sentences, and then they turned into questions, and they ended up being one long question. And that's how I started. But I found it very gratifying to be able to take the time with my heart and to question what some people take for granted, and myself included. But it taught me to question, not judge so much, but to question. And so I think I'm just glad as a writer we don't retire.
I knew from the age of 9 that I wanted to be a writer.
She would.
But I didn't think, here's the thing, I didn't think that it was really possible because I was really kind of unaware that there were writers of color, like there were writers that looked like me. The first book that I read by a Black writer was The Color Purple, Alice Walker. And that changed my entire life. So I was like, oh, I can't do this because here's someone who looks like me who's doing this.
So guys, that was the end. We are hot. We're in this pizzeria. We're gonna get some water. But it was a really, really good experience, and definitely gonna talk more about it in a separate video because this vlog is long. But yeah. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day. And we're about to party later with my mother. Say hey.
Yeah.
So it's her birthday, so we're about to go out later. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.